Gosi Terran manages to take him out if he does, in fact, get past the two Protoss monsters, JF and Whiterun. So that is my prediction as far as the TSL goes. And I think it's a pretty decent prediction. I'm really excited to see what happens here. It isn't as quite as cut and dry as it was last year. Last year, you know, even in the round of 16, I looked at the bracket, I said, all right, you know, if JF doesn't lose to Mondragon, he's taking this event, and surely enough, there he went. I thought it was a lot more predictable event back then, but right now we have two super high-level foreigners. We have a lot of really potential-filled young guys, you know, Phoenix, Cole, Gosi Terran. We have, you know, the not quite Ret Hydra level players, such as Noni and White Raw and JF. It's just an amazing, amazing event. I'm getting wiggly and jiggly. My nerd arms are flailing around just thinking about this match. So, yeah, really greatly exciting. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on in the foreigner scene right now. Yeah, there's a few other things here and there, but I want to move on to the Korean scene. You know, it's the first news back in a while. I want to talk about just the most exciting things to start. The Korean scene. Flash. I'm pretty sure that's all I have to talk about as far as the Korean scene goes. But I guess I'll go over it a little bit. OSL Finals, they just happened. Flash against Movie. Now, we all knew that Flash is a better player and Flash is going to crush Movie. I think everyone in the world knew and thought that, probably including the Terran players that Movie was smashing in his practice for this. I don't think anyone could possibly think otherwise. I don't know what else to say about that, but you know what, there is one thing I really do want to point out from that series that really underlines the way I feel about Flash. Now, let's take a quick look at that clip.
Okay, so we see that he's already been gassed, he's chasing that probe away with his Marine, makes the command center. Okay, so this is kind of standard so far, but look at this. Now, look at that. The assimilator is just sitting there not being attacked by anything. So this is like actually very, very peculiar. You need to attack that and get your gas or you're going to lose. Now in the meantime, this probe is up here. Looks like it's going to proxy and we're paying attention to that. But look down here. Click there, observer. Show us this ridiculousness that's going on. Okay, he's making a geyser at the expansion before the geyser in his main base. Alright, this is not some sort of Zerg timing where you see this happen occasionally against Terran who's gassing them. This is something totally different. We have never seen anything like this before in Terran vs. Protoss. I don't know if we've seen it in any matchup as Terran, especially not at this type of level. Now the SCV finds this hidden tech, and this actually makes me really angry. I guess this is more for the real fanboys out there. Like, oh my god, he found the hidden robo, it's huge! But actually there's something far huger going on right now. And I really want them to go down and look at it. Come on now. Alright, watch. There we go, look at that. That is 7 SCVs sent to the gas. 6 already out there, the 7th coming. Oh my god, we have never seen anything like this. His economy management is absolutely unreal. That has not ever been done, as far as I know, by Terran in any pro game. I don't think I have ever seen it in all my years. So, wow. Just wow.
Okay, so there you have it. Flash, his economical management, just completely amazing. Now the way I like to explain Flash to people is, alright, basically, you know, every Terran in the world, I'm talking the geniuses, I'm talking I Love Uv, I'm talking Boxer, I'm talking the 2nd, 3rd, 4th best Terrans in the world, you know, people like Fantasy, See Really, Mind, anyone. Every single Terran can watch Flash and learn. He's showing us things that we didn't know Terran was capable of. Okay, you watch it, you watch anyone else, you know, you watch Fantasy, and you're like, wow, that Vulturize was great, what great dropship timing, really nice micro, what a build order, stuff like that, right? You know, you watch anyone that's a really high-level Terran, you watch See Really play, and you say, oh my god, look at that macro. This kid takes the whole map as soon as you have he has a little bit of an edge. You know, great, yeah. But you watch Flash and you say, Terran could do that? What? Wow, I mean, this guy, so unbelievable. What a player. And he's doing something that we never, ever, ever see. He just won OSL, and this weekend he's in the MSL Finals against Jaedong. That's like the best MSL Finals ever. Okay? This is unbelievable. Well, I mean, obviously back in the days when you had the best Zerg and Protoss going at it, or Terran going at it, those were great too. But this is the best Terran ever against the best Zerg ever. We're probably never going to see any players rise above them as far as best ever for the races go, with StarCraft 2 so close. So, it's a great match. But speaking of which, I feel kind of sad. I was going to bring Rhett down this weekend to see this match live. But MSL, for some reason, is making them do it in a studio with no observers, and they're just going to like put screens outside or something. Well, that's what I hear, so what a garbage thing for them to do when they get a finals like this. I tell you, look at that OSL finals. It was Flash versus some newbie everyone knew he was going to own, and still, the whole place was completely packed, and the atmosphere was amazing. Too bad OSL is doing that, but, I mean, MSL is doing that, but going to be a great match. I personally can't wait to see it. And speaking of which, also this weekend, Rhett will be playing his third and last, for now, Courage. It's going to be really exciting. I will be there with the camera, no doubt about it, filming every little second that I can possibly get. So that is quite exciting. After that, of course, Rhett will be going back to the Netherlands for, you know, an undecided amount of time. I guess we'll just have to give you updates as they come in on that issue. So, yeah, I think that's just about it as far as the news in StarCraft goes this week. And, you know, just after this, I'll show you a little clip that'll show you how you can get a little bit more involved with the show, help me improve it. You know, I want to talk about the type of content that people want to hear about. So, check that out, and, yeah, that's it.
Hey, this is Artosis, and I'd like to thank you first off for watching the weekly news this week. And I'm basically going to show you how you can go right ahead and, you know, put in your 2 cents, ask questions that you may want, and stuff like that. So basically, you know, you go to Twitter and go ahead and say something like, hey, at Artosis, who has some real potential that we don't hear about in the scene right now? You know, if you kind of want to know who's good and or who's being looked at a lot right now by the higher-ups. Or maybe you want to put, hey, at Artosis, I just can't seem to make Mechanic versus Zerg work on Python. Help? Well, you know, if you need some certain tips or whatever, go for it. And how about some tips to make the show better? You know, you want to see more or less or something? Put more SC2 coverage into the news plix-plox. Yeah, you know. Won't necessarily use everything, but you can also throw out some other opinions and whatnot. Maybe you're dumb and you want to type something like, Vitality is a more skilled pro gamer than Jaedong. I would love for someone to be stupid enough to type me that. Or maybe you need advice on life. I think Leda is a top 5 Terran in the world. Is something wrong with me? Well, it is, and you know, maybe if people want me to explain these type of things to them, go ahead. But anyways, you know, just go ahead. Send me out some little tweets like that. I will read all of them every week, and anything that I think is interesting or will go in the show well, or you know, anything that people are really up for seeing, whether it's a tip or something about the inside of the esports scene in Korea. I know that not everyone lives esports every day, all day like I do, so a lot of this stuff I know other people don't. So if you're interested in it, please go right ahead. Thanks.